Rippity Doodah here, and welcome to the introduction video in our second pack opening series. I have not come up with a clever name for it yet, so hopefully by the time I upload this, there's a really funny name, or at least something that's serviceable under this video, but I can't think of anything. It's been a little while since I've been able to do a rip. I've actually just been waiting for some stock to come in, and we're not done with the Hunting the Yellow Monster series yet. But I've had a bit of a delay getting the last little bits. So I do still plan to do a capper video for that series. But in the meantime, I received this. This is the Series 2 1997 Baseball Upper Deck Collector's Choice. So I didn't want to go with, well, I was just trying to think of another series that I wanted to do. I considered doing 1990 Fleer, you know, do some more junk wax. I really like the look of those cards too. But I figured that I'd do something like a little bit different. Maybe eventually I'll get to the 1990 Fleer. But funnily enough, I was looking up a random card. I saw a card from this set and I thought, oh, I haven't thought of this since I was like a little kid. And it got me really excited. And when it got me really excited, I was like, okay, this definitely needs to be the next series. Now, unlike the Hunting the Yellow Monster series, I'm not entirely sure if my goal is to try and collect all of this. Already I've taken a look, and the Series 1 is really difficult to find. And the Series 2 is about 250 cards in total, I think, was the number. But then looking at the number that you get in here, it's, 14 times 36, 504 cards. One of the reasons that the Yellow Monster series, and why I'm going to do this differently from the Yellow Monster series, is that I got a lot of duplicates with the Fleer 91, and it did finally get to the point where I was just like ripping cards and barely even looking at them. Ripping packs and just barely even looking at them. And that's not how I want to do this. So I know that we're going to end up with a ton of duplicates by opening this. But after I open a box of them, or maybe once I get a little bit deeper in, we'll see how we're doing, and maybe I might try and collect all of Series 2, but I'm not entirely sure. If the goal is not to collect Series 2, what is the goal, you might ask? I don't want to just like rip all of these and, you know, never think of them again. I have a few cards that I'm looking for in particular. I'm looking for Chan-Ho Park as a base card in here. When I find Chan-Ho Park, I'm waiting for something else to arrive to me here in my apartment. But when I find Chan-Ho Park and that item has arrived, I'm going to announce what our third series is going to be, because I'm very excited about that. But no, the only hint is that the Chan-Ho Park card has some significance there. In this base set, there's also Kenny Lofton. Kenny Lofton's one of my favorite players of all time. You got Ken Griffey Jr. in here. There's a Deion Sanders card. Some Ken Griffey Jr. stuff. Like there's so many cool things to look for. Lots of inserts. So there's no base Hideo Nomo in Series 2. But from what I was looking at, I think that it's possible to get him on some inserts. I think that there's an all-star insert set included in Series 2 as well. So lots of fun guys from the late 90s going to be in here. All right, so the official goal of the yet-to-be-named series at the moment that I'm ripping these is to just find some good cards and to have some fun. And by good cards, I just mean guys that I like from when I was a kid. And in this first introductory video, we are going to rip, let's say 2 packs, and then I'm also going to want to do one for my Instagram channel to announce that as well. But maybe I won't do that tonight until I can actually think of a name for the series. Once I have some pressure on me, hopefully I'll come up with something. So here we go. No more wax packs. No more cello. We're looking, you know, more modern here. It's funny, actually. We always talk about like wax packs, but we never really talk about what this is made out of. I have no idea what a baseball card pack is made out of. Interesting. I've literally never thought of that. Are these cello too? I'm going to look this up and feel really dumb. But at any rate, so in these Collector's Choice packs, we got 14 cards per pack. One funny thing is that there is like a redemption for a 30 card, like You Crash the Game set. They needed to be in by 1997, so we'll have missed that by a little bit. I'm not going to be able to get... Oh, maybe you can read that a little bit. So these are Top Series 2, numbered 247 to 506, so about 250 cards in the set. There's some All-Star Connection, 1 in every 1 pack. You Crash the Game, 1 in every 5. You Crash the Game Instant Win, 1 in every 721. Big Shots, 1 in 12. Big Shots Gold Signature Edition, 1 in 144. Toast of the Town, 1 in 35. New Frontier Interleague Challenge, 1 in 69. So those are the things that we're looking for in these packs. From the sounds of it, you get an All-Star card in every pack, which is pretty cool. So here we go. Oh, I love it when they open so nicely just from the top here. So we're gonna slide these out, and it looks like, is the All-Star card on the back here? It'd be nice to slide these out. Okay, so our first card here, they're bricking. This was a concern. They're not bricking too badly. Oh, I remember this exact card from when I was a kid. Our first is Jeffrey Hammonds. Oh, I forgot to put my little standout here if we find anything really nice. We've got Jeremy Burnitz. There's one that I've never seen before, so that's cool. I remember this Melvin Nieves card too. Oh, here we go. There's our first star. We got Andrew Jones. I guess I'm just gonna lean him up there. Oh, and there's something on here. It says in the top corner, it's gonna be difficult to see. That's Ken Griffey Jr.'s hot list. So I think this is it's not an insert, but it's like in the middle part of this set. There's some star cards for Ken Griffey Jr.'s hot list. Mike Mussina, there we go. The rookie class cards, it's too bad because Vlad Guerrero, senior obviously, his rookie card is actually in Series 1, and I'm wondering if it's the rookies in Series 1 that make it so difficult to actually find boxes of that. I saw one, it was a little rich for my blood, but I'm going to keep an eye out for him. We got Matt Morris, I remember Matt Morris coming up. Chad Curtis, Mark Langston, love seeing, you won't see that outside of Ohtani, I think, ever again, if the rules stay the way they are. That's a pitcher hitting on his card. There's Jamie Moyer. Jamie Moyer is fun. And we got Sean Barry here. Andy Ashby. We got Bruce Ruffin. I think that might be the first guy that I've never heard of. Steve Cook, and our first All-Star card is Chuck Knobloch. Look at that. Those are pretty cool looking. I like those. Oh, and there's 45 of them. So we've got 36 packs. I'm assuming in packs where you get a different insert, you don't get an All-Star card. I guess we'll find out. But with there only being 45 of these, could be that we get a good chunk of them in this box, and maybe convince me to purchase another one. I'm on my first pack and I'm already thinking of the second one. Ooh, I really should have put my little stand out here. But I gotta say Andrew Jones and Chuck Knobloch are our big pulls to begin there. Okay, and last one for this first introductory rip. We are going to turn it so we don't see the All-Star. We got Mariano Duncan. It's so funny, like, so the collation for these cards it's got to be pretty set, because I remember a lot of these exact cards from when I was a kid. There's Jose Guillen. That's a nice rookie find there. Got Dave Burba. We got Lee Smith from the Expos years. It's funny because even as a kid, I thought that these were like a parallel, these like borderless ones, but from what I was looking at, like online, they're numbered within the set, and like this Lee Smith, there isn't like a white border version. There's just some of them don't have borders. And it seems like it's a lot of the stars that don't have borders. For example, there we go, big unit, Randy Johnson. That's a cool one. I don't really have myself set up to do this correctly, so we're going to put him in front of Andrew Jones. That's not a commentary or anything like that. I just want that one showing for you. Jay Payton as a rookie here. Todd Green. I remember the Blue Jays trading for this guy at one point. Reggie Jefferson. I remember these exact cards. This is so funny. The Dave Hollins, like I have somewhere in a storage unit back in Canada. All the cards from when I was a kid. Now the Mike Stanley I've never seen before. Oh, we got Tony Womack. I always liked. He had an interesting batting stance in video games before they had like every guy's custom stance in there. I remember him having like a really cool looking one in MVP baseball. We got Jose Valentin. Esteban Loaiza. I really liked him as a kid. The Blue Jays traded him for him at one point. And then look him up because if I'm not mistaken, he ended up getting arrested after his career on like cocaine charges or something like that. Like he became a drug kingpin. Interesting post-career for him. Okay, and our all-star is going to be Roberto Alomar on the Orioles. I was a little bit concerned that there was some bricking or that there was going to be some like dings in the cards, but they're actually looking pretty good. So always good to this was really well packed with care when I got this received this from eBay today, or received the eBay order today. So glad to see that the cards are doing well. All right. So this is going to draw to a close our first episode. So we didn't find Lofton. We didn't find Deion Sanders. We didn't find Chan-Ho Park. But some fun names in this one nonetheless. And I'm already having a lot of nostalgia for this set. So as I said, I'm going to try and come up with an interesting name for this. And I'm shooting this on a Wednesday night with a plan that I'll probably post this on like a Saturday or something like that, to have a weekend one as the first here. So hopefully I'll come up with an interesting name by then, and we'll have something that's, it's going to be tough for me to beat Hunting the Yellow Monster. I came up with that one day and was really proud of it. So we're going to try and come up with something on that level. Hopefully if we don't, it's not too shameful. But for now, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I hope that you're going to enjoy this new series, and that that people weren't following me just for junk wax and they just want to see old stuff from the 90s. If you haven't been watching my videos, I really appreciate you, and I hope to see you in the next one.